Hello, this is Sarah Braasch. Welcome back to my channel. So I just wanted to make a quick impromptu video, and I wanted to talk about Kiley Reid, who is the author of the novel Such a Fun Age, which has been received a lot of acclaim and getting a lot of acknowledgement, including in the press. And I believe this is her first novel, and also the Times in the UK. And so I want to say it was like a month or so ago. So I just want to preface this by saying that I believe that there's a main character in Kiley Reid's novel Such a Fun Age, who's a person of color, who's a babysitter, who is a young woman. I believe that she experiences something that you might construe as being a living while black incident, while she's taking care of some white children, 2 white children, I believe. I believe that's the premise of her novel. I don't know. I think she has said in the press that she actually wrote this before, you know, the all of the living while black race and hate crime hoaxes took place, primarily in 2018 and 2019. But I believe she has said that. And I know that not every single living while black incident turned out to be a race or hate crime hoax, but I do believe at this point that the majority of them have turned out to be race and hate crime hoaxes. And absolutely, of course, the living or napping while black incident at Yale University is absolutely a hate crime hoax. It is the living or napping while black hate crime hoax, and I am the entirely innocent victim thereof. I'm a lifelong human and civil rights licensed attorney activist. I've never engaged in racist behavior in my entire life. Jean-Louis Renison and Lolata Siambola falsely accused me of having perpetrated a racist hate crime comparable to a lynching on February 24th, 2018, which was the instigating incident. The living or napping while black hate crime hoax at Yale University took place over months, not over a couple of early morning hours on May 8th, 2018. It took place over months. I was being terrorized in my isolated dorm room at the top of a tower on Yale's campus, which I rarely even left because I have mental health disabilities, including severe PTSD. I was being terrorized in my isolated dorm room, stalked across campus. The Yale administration and police were aware the entire time for months that this was happening. They not only did nothing to help me, they actually assisted my tormentors in terrorizing me. The Yale administration and police were complicit in the living or napping while black hate crime hoax at Yale University, and everyone knows this. Everyone knows this at this point. There's no excuse. There's zero excuse in January 2020 for defaming me, for telling disgusting lies about me that endanger my life and drive me to suicide in January 2020 by the Times in the UK, or by Kiley Reid, the author of Such a Fun Age, or by anyone. There's simply no excuse. When you do this, when you tell disgusting lies about me, when you defame me in January 2020, even though it is common knowledge that the living or napping while black incident at Yale University was a hate crime hoax, and I am the entirely innocent victim thereof, you are trying to get me killed. You are trying to drive me to suicide. You are trying to incite my murder. I had to go into hiding for over a year. I was suicidal for over a year. I still receive death threats. I still receive threats of violence. I still receive threats of sexual violence. Shame on you, Kiley Reid, and shame on you, the Times. There's no excuse for what you are doing to me. And moreover, there's absolutely no excuse for this, because I want to say it was like a month or 2 ago where Kiley Reid defamed me in the Times in the UK, trying to sell copies of her book, trying to sell copies of her novel. She defamed me. She endangered my life. She tried to drive me to suicide. A month or 2 ago, she tried to incite my murder. You know exactly what is going to happen. when you call someone a genocidal villain in the Times, in the UK, in the international press, you know exactly what you're doing. You're trying to get that person killed. Everyone knows I'm innocent. And a month or two ago this happened, and I really wanted to give the Times, I really wanted to give Kiley Reid, I really wanted to give Kiley Reid's publishers the benefit of the doubt. Even though there was no excuse even at that point for what they did to me, I really wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt. So I reached out. I reached out to Kiley Reid. I reached out to her publishers. I reached out to the Times in the UK. And I said, please don't do this. I'm the entirely innocent victim of the living or napping while black hate crime hoax at Yale University. My life has been destroyed. My life is still in danger. I'm suicidal still. I get death threats still. My academic and legal careers in human and civil rights have been destroyed. Please stop. Please stop torturing me. Please stop abusing me. Please stop trying to drive me to suicide. I'm an entirely innocent person. This was a campaign to publicly shame me for my mental health disabilities. I was targeted for my mental health disabilities. I have never engaged in racist behavior in my life. And I begged them, I said, please don't do this. And then a month or two later, they're doing it again. They're doing it again. I said, please don't do this. Please stop torturing me. And a month or two later, they basically are saying, fuck you. We don't care if you die. We don't care if your human and civil rights, academic and legal careers are destroyed. We don't care about you. We consider you subhuman. We consider you disposable. We don't care if you die. We don't care if you kill yourself. We don't care if someone else kills you. We're just trying to sell novels. We're just trying to sell copies of Such a Fun Age. We're just trying to make money. We're just trying to make moral outrage industry profit and gain. We're just trying to make a few bucks here. Who cares if a nobody with no money, no connections, who cares if she dies? Who cares? You're a nobody. You're poor, crazy, old, poor white trash. We don't care about you. We don't care if you die. Plus, the Yale administration will be super happy if you die. Yale administration will be super happy if you die. A lot of people will be super happy if you die. A lot of people will do anything, will do almost anything to stop me from being able to save my life and career, to stop me from exonerating myself. They don't want the truth to come out. They do not want the truth to come out. And I just want to say, shame on you, Kiley Reid. Shame on Kiley Reid's publishers. Shame on the Times in the UK. I hope it was worth it. I hope selling a few books and I hope making a little moral outrage industry profit and gain was worth it to sell your souls. To sell your souls. You are evil. You are despicable. You are soulless. You are vile. You need to pray to God. You need to pray to God and you need to ask for forgiveness for what you have done, because I don't think I have it in me to forgive you. I don't think I have it in me to forgive you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Please help me. Please help me sue Kiley Reid. Please help me sue the Times in the UK. Please help me sue Reid's publishers. My PayPal, me, and GoFundMe links are below. I will never stop fighting for justice. I will never stop fighting for light and truth. I will never stop fighting to restore civil liberties at Yale and on campuses across the U.S. and everywhere, including due process and free speech. I will never stop fighting for everyone who has been defamed and cyber-mobbed and falsely accused. I will never stop fighting, especially for those who have already lost their lives because they've already killed themselves. I promise you that. Please support me in my effort to fight for justice. I will never stop fighting for justice. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great night.